Hello lovely people, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, we are touching on a project that has a huge transformative potential for Ghana as a whole. This project is none other than the Pwalugu tomato factory. This is located in the Upper East region of Ghana and has gone silent for years now. The government of Ghana, led by President John Dramani Mahama, is about to commence a full rehabilitation, and what makes this stand out the most is that this is not a standalone project. It is arriving alongside other projects that's going to be transformative for the Upper East region of the country, including a $10 billion economic program with agriculture sitting right at the center. So stay with me till the very end, as a lot of Ghanaian taxpayers' money is going into this project that we all need to be aware of. Kindly hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the post notifications so you do not miss the updates I bring to you on this channel. Let's get straight into this one. To understand why this matters, we first have to understand what Pwalugu once was. The factory was built to do something very straightforward: take tomatoes that are grown by farming families in the Upper East region and turn them into paste and puree for markets across Ghana. At the factory's peak, it gave farmers a reliable buyer, it gave workers a place to earn, and it also gave the North a processing anchor that northern agriculture had never really had before. And this was very instrumental till it all went quiet. When it did, the consequences were felt immediately. Farmers lost their most dependable market. Tomatoes that should have been processed and sold rotted in the sun. Produce that could have fed Ghana sat spoiling in fields because there was no infrastructure to receive it. In a country that spends enormous sums importing tomato paste that it is fully capable of producing itself, a silent Pwalugu factory wasn't just an economic problem, it is a policy failure with a very human cost. President John Dramani Mahama made it clear in his engagement with citizens in Navrongo that government is not waiting for a grand ceremony to act. The tomato revitalization project in the Upper East region has already started. Approximately 2,500 acres of land are being brought under tomato cultivation, not as a pilot, not as a study, but for one explicit purpose: to feed the Pwalugu factory once it is fully rehabilitated and ready to process. Now, this is where the scale of what was announced becomes clear. The Pwalugu rehabilitation does not exist in isolation. It is part of what Mahama's administration is calling the new economic program, a plan built around 7 strategic pillars, with government committing $2.5 billion every year for the next 4 years. This is $10 billion in planned economic investment, and the single largest share of that investment, agriculture and agro-processing. 50% of the new economic budget, roughly $5 billion, is earmarked for farms, irrigation systems, processing facilities, storage infrastructure, and the value chain connecting a farmer's fields to the consumer's table. For the Upper East region specifically, Mahama was direct. This region, he said, has the potential to feed the entire country. It is a statement about where government believes the North sits in Ghana's agricultural future, not on the margin, but at the center. The reason Ghana's northern farmers have never fully realized their potential is water, or more precisely, the absence of reliable water beyond the rainy season. Rain-fed agriculture locks farmers into a single planting cycle, leaving fields idle for months and income unpredictable. Mahama's administration has committed to a major expansion of irrigation facilities across the Upper East, building on and revamping systems that already exist in the region. The goal is year-round farming capability, allowing farmers to plant, harvest, and sell in cycles that do not stop when the rains do. This matters enormously for the Pwalugu factory. A processing facility needs a consistent year-round supply of raw materials to be economically viable. Irrigation is not a separate project from the factory rehabilitation. It is the upstream investment that makes the factory's long-term success possible. Separate from the tomato effort, but equally significant, is the plan to complete the Tamini Irrigation Dam, a project that has been tied to the development of 4 districts in the Boku area. This dam is equally specific when it comes to unlocking onion production potential of this part of Ghana. The Boku area has land, soil, and farming expertise that make it genuinely well suited for onion cultivation. Yet the majority of onions reaching Ghana's market today comes from Niger, not because Ghana cannot grow them, but because the infrastructure to support large-scale dry season production has never been completed. Completing the Tamini Dam changes that equation. 4 districts move into full dry season farming. Local onion output rises. Ghanaians get homegrown onions instead of imported ones, and the farmers of Boko get the market their land and labor have long deserved. This is the agricultural logic that the current administration is applying across the Upper East. Identify what the land produces best, build the infrastructure that unlocks that production, and connects it to a domestic market that currently buys the same product. There is one thing every farmer knows better than any economist: a good harvest without a buyer is not a good harvest at all. It is a financial loss with extra steps. This is why the factory rehabilitation is the centerpiece of everything announced for the Upper East region. It is not just about infrastructure, it is the buyer of the last resort that changes the entire economic calculation for a farming household. When a reliable processing facility exists, farmers plant with confidence, post-harvest losses fall, employment goes beyond the farm itself, in processing lines, in packaging, in logistics, in quality control, in distribution routes, stretching from Pwalugu to tables across the country. Government's role, as President John Dramani Mahama framed it, is to provide infrastructure, the irrigation and the investment. The farmers produce what they have already provided: the labor, the knowledge and the harvest. What has been missing is the infrastructure that connects those two things reliably and profitably. What has been announced here is a package: tomato cultivation across 2,500 acres, factory rehabilitation at Pwalugu, irrigation expansion across the Upper East region, the completion of the Tamni Dam for onion production in Boko, all sitting within a $5 billion agricultural investment under the $10 billion new economy program. For a region that has been watching promises come and go around, this very factory, the evidence that matters most will not be the speeches, it will be the acres under cultivation, the processing lines running, the dam holding water, and the price the farmer gets when the harvest comes in. The rehabilitation of the Pwalugu tomato factory is more than just an infrastructural project. It's a test of whether this administration's agricultural commitments are real, backed by resources, backed by irrigation, and backed by a market ready to receive what northern Ghana's farmers have already been capable of growing. The farmers of the Upper East have shown extraordinary patience. They planted through the years when the factory was silent and the market was absent. The question now is whether the investment announced here delivers what is promised: a functioning factory, a reliable buyer, and a partnership between the government and farmers that finally closes the gap between what this region can produce and what this country actually needs. I'll be keeping track of this project as it develops, and I'll be sharing all the updates here. If you want this kind of in-depth coverage of Ghana's economic transformation, subscribe to this channel as I cover these stories every other day of the week. Also, let me know your thoughts on this project. Hit the like button, turn on the post notification bell so you do not miss any video I bring to you. Thank you, and on to the next video. Be sure to check this next video on other developments happening right here in Ghana.